Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I wanted to go ahead and give my review over the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. This is the reunion part one. Now, this is going to be a four-part reunion. The first part was cute or whatever. Do they need four parts? I guess we'll find out, right? So it starts out with. Sorry, I thought I had my notes. Okay, here we go. It starts out by Lisa stopping by Erica's home. And this was 2 weeks before they shot the reunion. And they're just having a little chit chat. You know, I see Erica still has those champagne glasses she stole from Tom's house when she ran like a thief in the night, literally a thief in the night. Remember she said she dropped Tom off at work and then girl went home and girl left. How did Tom get home from work? That's a question I want to. She said she dropped Tom off at work and then she left. When she told Tom, did she tell Tom I can't? Did she tell Tom? Erica lied. I just thought about this. Erica said that she dropped Tom off at work. Remember, she said she dropped. Okay, maybe I don't remember. We all getting a little older. But I think I remember Erica saying she dropped Tom off at work that morning, and she left him that day. And that was the last time she spoke to him when she dropped him off at work. So, did you get in contact with him? I want to know how he got home. Or what, did he already know that did he have a, I don't know. Girl, we're going to leave it alone. We know Erica be lying. Okay. So, the reunion starts. You know how they go to each girl's dressing room and, Andy does his little chit chat. Basically, Erica and Kyle have not been talking. I said, well, gee, you think? This is the thing. Regardless if Erica did it or not, we don't know for a fact. I think she got to know something about something. Her hands ain't clean all the way, right? The way that Kyle, if I was Erica, I wouldn't talk to you either. Because the way you put on stunts and shows throughout season 11, but then as soon as you get in your confessional, girl, you throwing a little dirt, you throwing a little shade, right? Girl, when you get with your husband and your homegirl and her husband, y'all kikiing and laughing. Now, girl, it was a kiki for us. But if I was Erica, I wouldn't be messing with the heifer either. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, let's go ahead and get into the fashions. The fashions. Girl, everybody looked the fool. Okay, everybody didn't look the fool. When I first saw the picture, I think the problem that I'm having, and I'll probably go ahead and speak for some other people too, is I think that because it was all over the place. It wasn't cohesive at all. It was just like, girl, you know how when you think about the Real Housewives of Atlanta, there's always some type of theme, whether it's all black, all white, all yellow, sparkle, shiny. It's going to be something that still, that they got the memo, right? The dungeon theme was kind of all over the place. Candy was the only one who really executed that the way it was. Well, no, she didn't execute it, but she tried to give. Girl, we're not gonna talk about Real. Girl, we're not going back to her level. But basically, it's always a thing. I've noticed, even though I have not really been a big watcher of the other franchises. But I know who the girls are, and I have seen some of the reunion looks sometimes, and I have noticed from sometimes when I've seen them that there's never a theme. It's just kind of like, girl, just go for what you know and come out. So I think that was the first thing that bothered me was, girl, y'all look a mess. But okay, y'all don't look a mess. It's just that it's not like Atlanta. And I guess this isn't Atlanta, right? But if I had to say, I can't remember how they all look standing up. Because sometimes you can look different standing up versus sitting down. Have y'all noticed that? So I don't remember how they look standing up. But I will say sitting down, my least favorites were Cal and Garcelle. I've never been a girl. For those who don't know, I've never been a fan of Garcelle's fashions. I'm usually always disappointed in what she has on. This reunion was no different. I thought she looked a mess. I thought that wig was horrible. I thought that dress was horrible. I thought those shoes were horrible. I thought that one earring here was horrible. I thought everything was a mess. The only way she got by is because she's a pretty girl. Hello. Other than that, I don't like nothing she had on. Cal, I don't like nothing Cal had on. Girl, all I know is I saw a seat belt. It was like a seat buckle. What is it called? What is it called? She had it just sitting right here. And all I could think about was like when I be buckling my nieces, like when they was babies, girl. Like when I buckled Bailey into her car seat the other day, and all I could think about was Bailey. And I was fastening her up right here, you know, making sure she was secure. Cal looked a mess. Sutton didn't look too bad sitting down. Like I said, I'm going by sitting down. Sutton didn't look too bad. I actually loved her shoes. Erica didn't look too bad. She looked very, very pretty and pink. I think that's what she was going for. Dorit looked nice. Crystal looked nice. You know, Crystal is very conservative. You know, Crystal still has body issues. Crystal has a very nice body. I think that once she becomes more comfortable, like that little black dress she had on at somebody's party, and I think Erica, the night that Erica and Sutton got into it. And they said, oh, where did this body come from? Who else? Lisa. I thought Lisa was kind of fly. Yes. At first, I thought Lisa was my favorite one. I would say Lisa was probably my favorite. But it was nobody who I just was going up for. It was nobody who I was like, yes, ma'am. It wasn't none of that. It was just like, oh, okay, girl, you cute, you cute. Okay, girl, you look amazing. Okay, girl, you look, okay, I see what you're going for. It was that. The set design. The set design is Kathy's backyard. Girl, how do y'all make the set design over a friend of the show? Girl, they look, when I tell you, baby, they are kissing Kathy's ass at that reunion. I mean, at that Bravo. Come on. Anyways, Erica. You know, Erica has this very... I think what Erica is trying to do is, I think Erica wants to show that she's a strong woman. But I don't think it's coming across as the way that she thinks it is coming across. Girl, it's coming across like you're a bitch, right? It's not coming across like, oh, I'm going through something and I'm trying to keep it together. It's coming across like, you're a bitch. Like, that's the only thing I can say. But I think in her head, it's kind of like, again, I'm this strong woman. I'm going through something. I'm going to make it out on top. No one is going to break me down, and no one is going to, you know, crack me, and I'm going to be okay, and this is going to be okay. And it's like, girl, no, girl. It's not giving what you think is giving. She's still saying alleged victims and alleged crimes. I'm assuming that that's something that her lawyers told her to say. I don't think that at this point she would still be saying alleged if she didn't have to. I really think that's something that her lawyers told her that you have to say. They talk about talking to a lawyer. Quiet as it's kept, I think all them hoes talk to a lawyer. It just wasn't Sutton. It just wasn't Crystal. If it wasn't their own lawyer, it was a friend that was a lawyer. Basically, everybody went and talked to someone who had a law degree and said, girl, listen to this. Tell me what you think, child. Because I don't want to call my own lawyer because he gonna send me a bill. So just tell me what you think, sis. That's what it was. And they said, well, girl, based on what you tell me. And then quiet as it's kept, y'all already know that I think the FBI or whoever it is trying to subpoena the unseen footage from Bravo. Like, the simple fact that Erica really felt some type of way, I guess, about Sutton first, seeking advice from someone who was a lawyer, like, it's crazy. Like, girl, don't nobody want to be in your shit. Bitch, you don't even want to be dealing with that shit. You think I do? And it ain't even got nothing to do with me. I don't want my name attached to nothing you got going on, sister. Call me when it's over, girl. Matter of fact, I'll call you. Don't call us, we'll call you. Anyways, so Erica says that her lawyers advised her to quit the show, but I'm not a quitter. I'm not a quitter. I signed up for this. Girl, no, girl, you should have quit. Girl, you should have quit. But did you hear them say, like, this is her only job now? So if this is her only job, she really didn't have no choice. What else is she gonna do? No tea, no shade. Those are jobs that they mentioned before. Like, oh, she had a lip kit. Like, she had like a little shoe line with shoe dazzle or something like that. I'm not trying to discount that. But girl, that ain't no real money, girl. I don't think it is. That little run you had on Chicago, that's over. Girl, you probably got paid for that. Girl, that money probably been gone. It ain't like you this big, like, it ain't like you have these big endorsement deals, right? Girl. Anyways, so they did make it a point to say that she has not been charged with any crime. And I think that's important for us to say, because all bullshit aside, as much as we've talked about Erica, and as much as I see stuff online, I would assume, like, if this was my first time tuning into this situation, even now, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even really realize. I knew that they said she wasn't charged with a crime, but because there's so much going on, I kind of assumed that she was at this point. But then when they said it at the reunion, I was like, oh, so she's not charged with a crime. But I think that if you just got on Google, you would think that it was her and Tom. But it's really just Tom. I think they're just trying to make her pay back the money, right? But I don't think she's been officially charged. I don't know, girl. I did holler when they said Suddy Buddy sounds like Grindr. I don't know why I think it's cute when the straight girls be knowing about Grindr. They let you know, girl, they probably hang around a whole bunch of punks. And they probably be showing them Grindr, the niggas on Grindr and Jacked and all that, girl. Anyways, so they got onto Sutton and they did her little segment. Girl, when Sutton, girl, I don't know why, it's still a kiki. Which was Sutton, hold up. When Sutton grabbed that Kettle One bottle, it was like, I just need a bone. I just need a bone, you know? Girl, when I tell you, that is still funny to me. They talked about her mom. Girl, Miss Reba, ain't never seen it for her daddy. Girl, even in the dead, she don't see it for that motherfucker. Girl, I'm not mad at Reba. Girl, that was your daddy. However you want to remember your daddy. But I know the true tea. Sutton, don't ask your mama about your daddy, because your feelings gonna be hurt. Leave it alone. Keep whatever memory you got of your daddy and up here, keep it that way. Because if you ask your mama gonna tell you the truth and you're gonna be upset. Drinking yourself to sleep. Fix my hair. Girl, she almost. Girl. Oof, girl. Girl, you know I'm balding, y'all. Girl, she's still trying to hang on. She's trying to hang on, honey. Girl, I got probably a couple more years. And she gonna have to go. Girl, I was about to start crying. Girl, I could not be bald. Girl, I ain't gonna have no choice. All right. So Lisa throwing shade at Sutton's dinner party. Lisa, see, I done got distracted, girl. Sutton throwing shade at Sutton, saying that Sutton doesn't have a business. I mean, I guess I kind of understood. Girl, I don't know. Girl, I really be trying to understand what other people say when they say it. I guess. Girl, no. Lisa was being shady. Like, that's not a business. Like, did she come? Girl, that's a business. Girl, I'm not going to try to sit here and try to defend Lisa Rinna. That's a business, and bitch, you was being shady. Sutton daughter and Lisa daughter having a play date. Girl, I just don't see. from what I've seen with Amelia? I don't know, Lisa Rinna's daughter's the one who was fucking Scott old ass with 3 kids. That is so disgusting. Scott needs his ass whooped to this day. I heard they broke up, but still. He just need his ass whooped just because, right? The one who was messing with Scott and the other one, they don't look like they would get along. Like, to me, I don't see those girls and Sutton's daughter hanging out at all. Like, if you put them all in the same room, Sutton's daughter would be on her cell phone and the other two would be talking to each other and on their cell phones. That's what I see. Sutton's dating. Her and her boyfriend broke up. She said he broke up with her on Valentine's Day. That's some shitty. That's some shitty shit. But I mean, I guess, girl, when it's time to go, it's time to go. Girl, I can't help that it just happens to be February the 14th. Sorry. Bitch, when she say she's dating, did y'all hear Erica say, who are you dating? Girl, I took it as shade. The first thing that would have, bitch, at that moment, that reunion would have got started. A motherfucker that don't steal from orphans, widows, and burn victims. That's who I'm dating. Now, what were you saying, Andy? Girl, we would have got that party started. Who the fuck, who are you dating? Girl, not a thief. Not someone who's walking around here looking like they dead. Yeah. Anyways, Dorit. Why does Dorit sound like a congresswoman? Dorit sounds like a politician to me. That's exactly. I've been trying to figure out. It's something about Dorit when she speaks that irks my soul, and I think it's that she reminds me of a politician. Like, girl, just lying, just long-winded, ain't saying shit, right? Anyways. Dorit. Passively provocative. I don't know what the fuck that means, but that's what she said Garcelle is. Did she say? I think Dorit said that's what I like to call it. Cause bitch, I ain't never heard nobody say that before except for you. Girl, Dorit be in her room putting words together. Girl, passively. I like to call it passively provocative. Dorit Garcelle was, I don't know, like I guess she's bothered that I guess when Garcelle does say something, she says it with a smile. Like, she doesn't just say it. But I don't think that makes someone passive, right? I don't think that makes someone passive aggressive. Like if I say, yeah, girl, you do talk too much. That don't mean I'm being passive aggressive. I may be trying to deliver it to you lightly. Cause I could say, bitch, shut your fucking mouth, ho, you talk too much. Then I'm being aggressive. So if I say, yeah, girl, you do talk too much, it come across a little bit different. You see the difference? So how you want it? The way I said it the first time or the second time? You let me know, Dorit. And then we'll figure out how to deliver it to you next season. Right? All right. So anyways, they say basically Garcelle's talked the most shit in her confessionals. Lisa jumps in. Garcelle basically tells her, girl, just hold on. We'll get to you in a moment, right? We'll have our moment. Crystal agrees that Garcelle, I guess, is passive aggressive, or I guess talks behind their backs. I think that's what it was. Remember when they were at the table? It was her, Erica, Kathy, Crystal, and they were talking about Sutton and talking about that. Basically, Garcelle wasn't. The other three were Kathy, Crystal, and Erica. Basically saying who the fuck is Sutton? Don't nobody know who Sutton is, and then Garcelle said in her confessional, like, bitch, don't nobody know who, well, she didn't say it that way. She was basically like, I've never heard of Crystal, until recently. I've known who Rob Metcalf, whatever their last name is, but I've never heard of Crystal. So I guess her whole point was, bitch, you didn't say it to my face. I mean, that is true, she didn't, and she could have. Dorit starts to talk, and girl, she yells. Bitch. Bitch. I think everybody was shocked that Dorit had just yelled. Like, she yelled really, really loud. Even Sutton, you heard Sutton say that was really loud. And then I think Kyle was like, girl, calm down, right? Bitch, ain't no way Dorit could have yelled at me like that. The first thing that would have popped out of our mouth was what, y'all? Bitch, who the fuck you think you talking to? Girl. Do they call each other bitches in the back? We know they call each other bitches in Atlanta and Potomac. Do they call each other bitches in Beverly Hills? Because I would have brought a whole bitch. It would have been all on and popping. Girl, bitch, you hollering? Girl, she was yelling. Anyways, Garcelle doesn't trust Lisa, even with the party. Now listen, Garcelle says that somebody told her that Lisa said that she doesn't want Garcelle to mention race or to bring or make race an issue on the show. Lisa says that she didn't say that. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. It's not that I'm trying to take up for Garcelle. You know, if I see something that Garcelle did is wrong, I'll say it. Like I told y'all, I think she looked a fucking mess. I don't think Garcelle, I think Lisa is lying. Pretty much. If you want to be honest about it, I think all them bitches said that. We already know Sutton was crying when her and Crystal had their little conversation about race and color and all that shit. I think that Sutton, Kyle, Erica, Dorit, and Lisa all probably agreed or said or thought about Garcelle coming into the show and race being in a conversation and them not wanting to go in that direction. I believe it. I definitely believe all of them said it. It just wasn't Lisa. Okay? Lisa starts all this. You know, look, girl, when I tell you, bitch, at one point I got pissed off at Garcelle because I felt like Lisa was trying to trip Garcelle up. Because at one point Garcelle was just like, I don't know. I don't know. And I'm looking at Garcelle like, bitch, what you mean you don't know? Just tell the hoe, I don't trust you. Yes, I know you threw me a party, right? Yes, I understand that. Yes, you threw me a party at your home, and I appreciate that. But girl, that still does not mean I trust your ass. Thank you for the party, though. And then when information is brought back to me, yes, I believe it. At one point, that's when I started having a problem with Garcelle. Was Garcelle being passive? Is that passive aggressive to y'all? Or is it just not being honest? I don't think Garcelle was being honest in that moment. I just don't. I think she just flat out said, bitch, yes, I don't trust you. No, I don't trust you. And yes, I believe what them hoes told me. Next question. Bitch, when I tell you Lisa told Garcelle that she needs an apology, bitch, when I tell you I almost picked my TV up, opened up this door, and threw my TV into that swimming pool over the balcony. Bitch, I said, no, this bitch did not. Girl, she asked for an apology. Girl, I said, man, white women, baby, y'all got some fucking nerve, honey. Y'all got some fucking nerve. Anyways, to be white and rich, huh? So, yeah, Lisa be lying. That bitch tried to flip it. Girl. She said, Harry's been watching you. And he said, what happened to Garcelle? See, this is, in that moment, I realized why people should not bring up husbands. Because the first thing would have popped out of my mouth is, bitch, fuck Harry. Bitch. I don't give a fuck what Harry got to say. Girl. And now I got a problem with Harry. But I still want some of that spaghetti sauce. Now I gotta apologize because I really didn't mean that about Harry. Because Harry is cool. We love Harry. But because you threw Harry in the conversation, the first thing that came to my mind and popped out of my mouth was, bitch, fuck Harry. God. Harry don't fucking know me. Shit. Anyways, so Lisa gets up. Girl, she go over there, hug Garcelle. I don't know. It's weird. They've been on each other for 20 years. Have they been friends for 20 years, or do they? That's one thing that I'm confused about. Do they know each other? Have they been knowing each other for 20 years, or have they been friends for 20? Because there's a difference between knowing somebody because y'all might run the same circles. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, girl, I know her, right? Girl, we go to the same parties, we go to the same brunch spots. You know, we go to the same boutiques. Oh yeah, girl, I know her. Girl, I've been knowing her. Girl, I've been knowing her for about 20 years, girl. But are they cool? You get what I'm trying to say? Like, I don't know if they friends. That's the thing I'm trying to understand. Anyways, Lisa gets up, goes over there, tries to hug Garcelle. They make up. She wants to be Garcelle's friend. If she didn't, she would have told you basically a long time ago, bitch, fuck you. Whatever. Kathy comes out, and then Andy starts to ask Erica some questions about Tom, about some shit that happened some seasons ago, and then it pretty much goes off. So we'll more than likely get into that. That was a cliffhanger. We'll get into that the next reunion part 2. All right, y'all. Girl, I'm tired. I'm about to go out here, look at some stuff. I'm trying to finish getting my little apartment together. Girl, I got to tell you about my TV. I ordered a TV. Girl, ordered a whole TV. TV came last week. No, the TV came actually at the end of September. It came at the end of September. And the TV don't even work. So you know I'm mad about that. So girl, anyways. That's another story for a whole another day. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.